Hello, good day, guys. I got this TV. It was having a backlight issue, and part of the screen was showing. So I'm going to turn it on to show you what's going on with it. So it just turned on for a second, then it just blinked like for 3 seconds, then it went dark. So I'm going to go ahead and take apart this TV and see what's causing the problem. So this is my screwdriver that I'll be using today, at least part of the work. So I got this screwdriver off Amazon. It's an auto screwdriver, and it didn't come with this bit, but I think they should sell it with an adjustable bit so it can have more length when you're reaching for further screws, like screw that are deeper down. Yeah, so this is my screwdriver. I got it on Amazon. It's a great screwdriver, and it save a lot of time, and it take the stress off my wrist. So I would recommend using this screwdriver. So I'm getting ready to take apart the TV. I'm going to do a time lapse.
Oh boy. I know you're making up the truth. Why can't I go before I lose my cool? I love you even if it's difficult. Don't worry, just.
So here you can see me lifting up the back of the TV. It's because I'm removing the wires. You have to be careful when removing the back of the TV because some wires can pull and break. So you got to be real careful and remember where you get the wires from. So that is a very important step. You will need to remember or memorize where you get the wires from, because if you put the wrong wires in the wrong place, it can short the circuit. So that's a very important step that you guys need to remember. Yes, as I took apart the TV, I noticed the problem. So I did see the problem. This spot right here is very brown, and that could be causing the problem. And if you guys take a look right here, if you notice these three capacitor, one of them is bulging out and the other two are very flat. Look at it from this angle, you can see that two of them are very flat, and the third one, the head is very like bulging out, so it's swell. That capacitor is going to be changed or need to be changed. So I'm going to change it and see what's going on. Alright, it's always good to get back the same amount of voltage capacitor with the same amount of voltage. This is 250 volt, 33 Fahrenheit. This one is 23 Fahrenheit and 250 volt. The Fahrenheit is a little bit less, but it's going to work. You have to remove these white tabs to get to the soldering. So you have to remove these white tabs to get off this black piece. Yeah, this piece is off. So capacitor is located right here. So I'm going to put a little bit of flux on it to make the solder flow properly. So you don't need plenty flux, just a little bit. Sometimes the solder on the board can be a little dry. But I have a solution for that problem. You just heat one foot and pull it out, and heat the next foot and pull it out. It will come out as easy as that. So here's the soldering capacitor. Okay, gotta make sure the capacitor is lined up right, because the capacitor is polarized, so you gotta make sure that it's lined up properly. So as you can see, anywhere with this line, always line up with this line right here. That is the negative side. This side with the line right here, and this side with the line right here is the negative side. Okay guys, so you have to make sure that it's working before I actually close up the TV completely. So I just gotta put the back, because that's where the wires are. I'm just gonna connect the power card and the control card. This card is for the button and the sensor for the remote. I'm gonna move the camera to this side. Okay, here's where I noticed that the TV has more than one problem. So remember in the first, when I just turned it on, it was blinking and off, like off was showing. Yeah, there you can say off is showing, but it's not blinking, or the light is not completely going off. It's because part of the backlights are not showing, so I'm gonna change those. It's annoying when you have to fix the board, then you have to pull up the TV completely to fix the backlight, because the backlights are behind the screen and behind the reflective papers. So you gotta take everything apart to actually get to the lights. And I already repaired the main board, so removing and repairing those backlights is quite a pain. But here, see, I'm giving you guys a time lapse of how I did it. So It's quite boring. You guys are not gonna want to see me pull a TV completely apart. So these are the backlights. Without these, you couldn't see anything on your screen. So these are the light, and that's just a reflective paper over them. I'm going to remove that reflective paper, and when I remove the reflective paper, then I can really get to the backlight. There's a lot of screws, so I'm going to give you guys a time lapse. So there's a time lapse of me pulling out over probably about, I would say, like 60 screws or more. Yeah, just to get out that reflective sheet to get to the backlight. Yes, I'm just looking for a replacement for the backlight right there. Yeah guys, so here's the backlight without the reflective paper. They're 10 strip, but instead of repairing them, I'm going to replace them completely. Okay, I find a replacement. They're not the exact ones, but these are better and longer lasting. These one go straight across. The one that I took out goes long way down, but these are better strips. Okay guys, before I put this TV completely together again, I just put in the screen to give it a test run to make sure everything is working properly. So I did went back to do some more repairs on the board because these two capacitor, they will swell over time, so I just replaced them. They're good, but I just feel the need to replace them so that the TV doesn't need repairing anytime soon. So I'm going to remove these capacitor and replace them with some new fresh ones, because over time those capacitor will swell. So I'm going to put in some longer lasting and better quality, because over time if you don't change all three of them, the other two is going to swell. So I did went back and took out the board to change those, and I did almost finish set up the TV, and then I was like, those capacitors are going to swell, so I'm just going to change them now, since as I already have the TV here. So that's the best thing to do. Just go ahead and replace them. Hey guys, so here I'm going to put the TV back together. I already changed those capacitor, replaced those backlights, so everything seems to be working fine. So I'm going to go ahead and put back the TV together and see if everything is working properly. I'm going to run it for like 5 minutes or so to make sure anything doesn't go out before I send it off. So I'm going to put the TV together right now. So I have screwed up the TV. I'm just going to turn it on to make sure it's working properly, and it seems everything is okay. I'm going to give you guys a little preview. Alright, I have the TV up right now. I'm just going to turn it on so you guys can see that it's working properly and everything is okay with it. So there you go. No more one-sided or blinking or turning off. It's supposed to keep up for a couple more years, but that's just how TV are. After a while the light goes bad or something goes bad. It's on, everything seems to be working fine. It's on the home page right now. It's showing pretty good. So that's it guys, thank you for watching. See you next
guys.
time.
Thank you for
Hope you
watching.
enjoy.